Hello and welcome back to another segment on Inspired Messages. I am Goddess Nini, and in this video I am going to share my thoughts on a video segment that I'm going to share with you about a pastor who is talking to, he's teaching his congregation about the fact that blacks do not know where they came from. And in the video, you're going to see that you can tell it's an old video. And the reason why I want to make the comments or share my thoughts about it is the fact that I don't know what year this is in the video, but you can tell it's old. And we're still going through the same struggle. Us melanated people, because I don't like to use the word black, we are still going through the struggle of not embracing our culture, of forgetting our roots, and not honoring our ancestors. So let's listen to the video, and then I'll come back to share my thoughts.
Again, they attempted to put a voodoo or obeah curse on them of sexual immorality. Number 2, financial instability and utter poverty. And number 3, that they would forget their roots and where they came from. Again, they attempted to put a voodoo or obeah curse on them of sexual immorality. Number 2, financial instability and utter poverty. And number 3, that they would forget their roots and where they came from. All right, let's go into culture. So we're going to pull up and we're going to talk about history. And we have to go back into their history to explain where they came from. Let's go in right now. Let's follow the narrator right now. Part of it comes out of a narration in Torah 201. You saw some of this with the history of the African people in the Bible. And what are we doing now? What are we doing right now? We're going in to identify culture.
Africa, then and now. In ancient biblical times, Africa was known by many names. Number 1, Akibulan, mother of all mankind, Garden of Eden. Number 2, Kemet. 3, Libya. 4, Artiga. 5, Corfu. 6, Egypt. 7, Ethiopia. 8, Sudan. 9, Olympia. 10, Hesperia. 11, Oceania. North Africa and Northeast Africa, now presently the Middle East, was linked by a strip of land called the Sinai Peninsula. The completion of the Suez Canal on November 17, 1869, severed the physical link that connected North Africa and Northeast Africa. The final separation came in World War II, when the war correspondents coined the term Middle East to describe the area that now encompasses Israel, Jordan, Syria, Lebanon, Iran, Saudi Arabia, Oman, Yemen, Kuwait, Bahrain, Iraq, the United Arab Emirates, and...
You heard in the video where he shared the curses, the 3 curses that was put on the black people. The 3 curses of sexual immorality, financial instability, and forgetting your roots and where you come from. And you be the judge of this, whether the curses were put or not, but these 3 aspects are very prevalent in our communities. And so I want to focus on the third aspect that he spoke about, forgetting the roots, black people forgetting our roots and where we come from. And I'm not going to continue using the word black for the rest of this video. I'm going to use melanated, because we are melanated, coppered people. We are not black. And so it is clear that, yes, the melanated people have forgotten who we are. We have forgotten that we are royalty. We have forgotten that we are powerful. We have forgotten our roots. We have forgotten to honor our ancestors. We have to remember that this entire earth was one landmass. It was called Pangea. And over the years, Pangea kind of like detached itself and created these individual continents. But us melanated, coppered people, we were everywhere across this landmass. And for we have a group of us that were in Africa, and then we have the group of us that were here in the Americas, the indigenous Americans, the natives of the land. And of course, the ancestors in Africa are also natives, because whenever you were the ones that, you were the first inhabitants, you're native, you're indigenous. But I want to talk about the fact that we have forgotten that we are indigenous people. Excuse me. We have forgotten that we are indigenous people. We have forgotten our roots. We have forgotten our culture, our rich and vibrant culture. We have forgotten that our ancestors, they left so much wisdom and knowledge for us. And they excelled. They did very well. But why is it that we continue till this day? As we can see, this video is very old, but we are still struggling with the same issue of not knowing who we are. And other cultures and other people are looking at us laughing and wondering, why can't they figure this out? And in order for us to figure this out, we have to begin to embrace our culture. We have to begin to embrace our roots, and we have to begin to embrace where we come from. We have to stop demonizing our ancestors. We have to stop demonizing the fact that certain of us melanated people are on we are all on different paths on this earth, but we have to start respecting each other's paths. Everybody's not to be on a spiritual path, but we have to stop demonizing it and speaking negatively of our other melanated brothers and sisters who have decided to follow the path of their ancestors. We must stop this, the judgments and the cruel words and the negative energy that we are saying about our brothers and sisters that have decided to follow the paths of the ancestors. Here is something to think about. Everything that is in nature, everything in the cosmos was here before you, was here before me. And when we transition on, they're going to remain here. So what is so bad about it? You came on this earth, the sun was shining. You came on this earth, there was water. You came on this earth, there was fire. You came on this earth, there was air. You came on this earth, there was Mother Earth. There was the sun, the moon, the stars, the cosmos, the planets. Why are you arguing and saying that it is wrong or it's negative or it's demonic? Why do we continue looking upon our brothers and sisters who choose to honor the East and the West and the South and the North in the morning? Why do we continue to see them as weirdos or whatever the names that we're being called? You see, that's what our ancestors did. They were highly in tune with nature. They were so in tune with nature, if they were walking bare feet, they could feel the vibration of the earth, and the vibration on the earth would let them know what was coming. If there was a storm coming, whether it was a rainstorm or whatever was taking place, they would know. They were so in tuned. They knew the direction of the wind, the direction that the wind was blowing, what it meant. They knew that the birds signified, each bird had a symbolism. Each animal had a symbolism. The plants, the herbs, they communicate with us, and they knew this. And this is why they utilize plant medicine. This is our culture. This is who we are. This is what runs through our veins. And it is time for us to reconnect with that aspect of ourselves in order for us to heal. A lot of times we can't heal and get over all this dis-ease. It's because we're so disconnected from who we are. We are disconnected from our inner being, from our inner source. We're disconnected. We don't spend enough time in nature. We don't meditate enough. We're eating all types of unhealthy foods. And then the sad thing is when you hear some people say, I'm going to die anyway, so might as well. That is such a disgrace to our ancestors. Because our ancestors deserve to be honored. And the way you can honor your ancestors is for you to start to heal and embrace this. Those of us who choose to pour libations, you should join us. You should join us. We pour libations of water. We pour libations of rum. We pour libations of alcohol, of any type of alcohol, of coffee, of chocolate. We offer, we light tobacco because the ancestors love the scent of tobacco. We light the tobacco, and it's also cleansing, and it puts us into connection with our ancestors. We beat on the drums because the beat of the drums correlates to the beat of our hearts, and it correlates to the beat of Mother Earth, the vibration, the magnetic energy of Mother Earth. We play instruments, wooden instruments, because it's connected to the earth. It is connected to us. This is why we honor our ancestors. This is why you should join us in honoring our ancestors. We dance, we wear vibrant colors. We are in harmony, we're in tune. We are thankful and grateful every minute of our lives. Why don't you join us and release all the pain and release all the trauma and embrace who you are, embrace your roots, embrace where you come from. Honor the divine within you. Honor the power within you. Honor the royalty of your bloodline. When you see someone that is doing something that you're not accustomed to, it's not that it's wrong, and it's nothing to be afraid of. It is for you to find understanding. Whenever something comes into your presence, when you see something with your eyes or hear something with your ears, it is coming to you for a reason. Those symbols, those sigils that our ancestors used are very powerful, and they did magical things with them, and you can too. Harmonizing and getting in tune and in balance with nature is what our ancestors did, and they found healing, and you can too. All of this is available to us free of charge. The energy of nature, the sun, the moon, air, the water, and fire costs us nothing but to be thankful and grateful for it. And that is who we are. We are air, we are water, we are fire, we are earth. We are the stars, we are the cosmos. We are divine beings, we are royalty. And it is time that you know that. Thank you for listening. And if this message has been inspirational to you, please hit the like button. I would love to hear from you, so please leave your comments and or questions below. And until next time, walk in your power. Much love to you.